Hi everyone, welcome to training video number 3. This is going to be part 1 of 2 parts because we're going to be going through how to draft a letter for referring to allied health practitioners and GPs, also how to draft a letter in response to a referral from an allied health practitioner or GP. So to do that, I've set up some templates, some letter templates for you to use, but for them to be effective and work properly, we do need to enter some information into Cliniko first to make sure that the contacts are there for GPs and allied health people, and also make sure that they are applied to the patient that we are wanting to refer on or respond to. So on the dashboard here, you can see with Cliniko, I've got a few more items that I can work with on the side tab here, but you can access contacts and patients under your login, and that's all you need for this exercise. So under contacts, let's go and have a look there and just see. Here we have a list of contacts that have already been added to the program. It is certainly not an exhaustive list, and I have probably only just used this in the last couple of years and added people on as I've needed to. Perhaps this might have even been from someone else that works at the clinic as well. So if you're looking to refer to a GP or natural health practitioner, allied health professional, you can come on into contacts and see if they are listed here already. If they are, that's great. You might need to just go in there and edit them to make sure that all fields that we need are up to date. If you need to add someone, you can certainly do that by adding a contact. Okay, so clicking on that, we've got 3 options here: the contact type, standard, doctor, and third-party payer. Now, third-party we're not going to be needing to use. That would be if we're going to write to someone like WorkCover or the TAC or Veterans Affairs or Comcare, and we won't be doing that here. So what I want you to focus on is the standard and doctor. So with standard, we're going to use that for an allied health practitioner. So you simply need to enter their name here. Not so much title, that's not so important unless you feel that it is required. So you can obviously select from the drop-down menu. If you're going to do doctor, then I would encourage you to please use either Mr. or Doctor, depending on who you're referring to. It could even be a Mrs., but usually it's going to be a doctor, otherwise Mr. if it is for an orthopedic surgeon or neurologist or a specialist physician in that field, that kind of thing. So title, if it's applicable, first name, last name, same for both standard and doctor. Doesn't really matter. The fields obviously change a little bit, but for the purpose of this exercise, it won't matter. So please just make sure you select either one, depending on what health practitioner it is. Down here, we're going to need company name. And from there, we're also going to need the address that they work from, all of this field here. So obviously you could put the street address, the city, state, postcode. That's all that we actually require. That's all that I've set up in the fields in your letter templates to actually then be filled out. Okay, so all you need to do then is just create. So once you've entered the details, create contact, and it will bring us back to the contacts page, and all their information will be here. So at the moment, the people that are added here, their occupations have been inserted. Some of the companies have been inserted, no phone numbers, but that's okay. So this is just a summary page. So if you, for example, did want to refer to Belinda Matthews, we could just click on her and make sure that all of her details are up to date. And that's all that we actually need to then apply her to one of the letter templates. And let's just have a look at an example of a doctor. Charles Lewis, same medical practice, 202 Dublin Street. So that's all the fields filled out that we need. Okay, so now that that's done, you can either see that your contact that you need is already there, or you need to add them. Go ahead and add them, save it, and then you can apply it to your patient. So click on patients, find the patient that you need. I'm going to use myself for this example. Click on the patient. This has got all their general information. So all of this will be previously filled in by admin. So they're obviously there, their phone number, email, contact, address, date of birth. Now this is what's important. We need to have these fields filled out, which it will already have been done. But if there is any information missing, you can certainly go ahead and add that in from their initial patient forms. Now I have already placed these contacts under me. But if you're referring for the first time for a patient, they're not going to have this information filled out. So what you'll need to do is click on, just get rid of this, sorry, edit, and scroll down as far as you can. You will see that you can then select from the drop down menu and type in the practitioner that you have already added or who was already present on the contact list. Secondly, the referral type. Now this is going to be for your allied health practitioner. The doctors are always going to be here and the allied health professionals are going to be under contact. And then I was using Belinda Matthews again, physio there. So she will also already be ready to choose because she's under the list of contacts there. Okay, so save patient. And in that summary, again, you're going to see that they are already applied to this patient's account, which is important to then go and create the letter template. So there's 2 steps in this process to either check that the contact is already there by checking the contact list, adding the contact if they aren't there, then going to your patient's profile, editing their profile and applying either the doctor or the contact, being the professional, the health professional, and then saving the information under your patient. So part 2, we're going to go through then writing up a letter using the 4 templates that I have created for you. And this was just the first step to make sure that everything is ready and organised to go ahead and do up one of those letters. So I'll leave it there for part 1. If there's anything here that doesn't make sense or if you need clarification, let me know. It is a little bit of work to get it started, but what I would encourage is that we start filling in this information when a patient arrives to see us. Sometimes they don't have a GP when they first come to see us, and sometimes they don't, that they haven't already seen the allied health practitioner that we're wanting to refer them to. So of course we need to enter these details when they become apparent. So they're not always going to be there on their first consultation in their initial patient form. So we just need to ask them who is their GP. If they don't have one, we can just write up a letter to whom it may concern and leave it at that. So I will see you in part 2 where we're actually going to do up some letters. Okay, so please let me know if you have any questions and I'll see you in part 2. Thank you.